In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to fix OneDrive when it's stuck on processing changes. When OneDrive gets into this state, it can be incredibly frustrating, especially if you're relying on it for seamless access to your files across devices. But don't worry. We're going to walk through some steps to resolve this issue and get your OneDrive back to normal. First, let's start by pausing and resuming the sync. This is often the simplest and quickest fix. To do this, right-click on the OneDrive cloud icon in the system tray at the bottom right corner of your screen. If you don't see it straight away, you might need to click on the little arrow to show hidden icons. Once you've located the icon, click on it and select Pause Syncing. You'll get options with different time durations. Select any option you prefer. After waiting a minute or so, click on the cloud icon again and select Resume Syncing. This action can sometimes force OneDrive to reassess the files it's trying to synchronize. If that doesn't work, let's move on to the second technique, which involves resetting OneDrive. This process does not delete any of your files, but it does reset the app. To do this, press the Windows key +R on your keyboard to open the Run dialog. Once you have that open, type the following command, %localupdate %Microsoft OneDrive onedrive.exe reset and hit enter. This command instructs Windows to reset the OneDrive application. Now, don't be alarmed if the OneDrive icon disappears for a moment. It should reappear shortly. If it doesn't, you may need to manually open OneDrive again from the Start menu. If resetting OneDrive still doesn't resolve the issue, the next step is to check for Windows updates. Here's how you can do that. Click on the Start menu and go to Settings. From there, navigate to Update Security. Click on Windows Update, and then select Check for Updates. Keeping your system updated is crucial as Microsoft regularly releases patches that might resolve such synchronization issues. Another potential solution is to ensure that your file names and paths adhere to OneDrive's conventions. OneDrive can run into synchronization problems if there are unsupported characters in the file names, or if paths exceed the character limit. As a rule of thumb, avoid using characters like and. Additionally, try to keep your file paths under 255 characters long. Lastly, if you're using any third-party antivirus or firewall software, it might be worth checking to see if these tools are interfering with OneDrive. Temporarily disable these, just to see if doing so allows OneDrive to function properly again. If it starts working, consider adding OneDrive as an exception to the software settings. With these steps, you should be well on your way to fixing OneDrive when it's stuck on processing changes. Remember, persistence is key, and sometimes a combination of these methods is required to sort out the issue. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope these tips have been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. Happy syncing!